Hello, I'm Jane. So, coming at you live from my bed. Sexy, right? Yeah, I know it looks like a tent because that's where I've been sleeping. Um, anyway, so thank you so much for taking the time and checking this out. I am watching a spider on the outside of the tent, and so I can just see its like shadow self. Anyway, so I wanted to hop on here to share a couple things that have been coming up for me. And I was about to drop into a deep meditation, and I was like, no, I really need to get this out first. Because sometimes I realize that like I will like drop into meditation and avoid some of the callings of like my higher self because fear of vulnerability. Really, I mean, that's what it is. I'm like, oh, I'm being vulnerable, I'm being real, and this is like deep into my heart space, and if I share it, then, fear. Anyway, so I was like, Jane, just do it. So thank you for watching me just do it from my bedroom. Although the past couple of nights I have been a little under the weather and was actually able to sleep on the sofa inside because one of the housemates wasn't here, so I didn't. Long story. Anyway, so I've had so many changes happening in my life, and I know that more are coming, and I know that I am readying for them. And in doing so, I also feel the loss of what's about to end. And it really showed up today for me. I went to the school that I was kind of part-time facilitating at. It's a private self-directed school here, and it's just fantastic. And every one of the students there they just touch my heart. And I have so much love for them. So I get there, and some of them saw me, and they were like, Jane, come over here. So I go up to the top of the treehouse, and they were sharing with me some different like rap things, and I was like super inspired, and that's a whole other topic of my desire to like do spoken word and break dance. Things about me that I would like to put out there to the universe because I would like to do. Anyway, and like then one of the little sees me from afar, and I just hear him yelling my name, Jane, 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 and he sprints when he comes running up the stairs and just hugs me, and just the feeling of so much love, right? I'm getting to why I'm sharing all this. And then I was getting ready to leave, and one of the littles was like, wait a minute, I want to give you a piece of art. And I'm like, well, yeah, oh, yes, I will wait. So I thought she went to the front building, so I walk out there, and I didn't see her. And so I went back toward the back, and she's like, she saw me and I saw her. She's running to me with this piece of paper, and it's got some of a beautiful drawing on it. And she tells me that it was called All the Colors of the World, I believe is what she called it. And then she was like, just don't ever forget me. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, there's no way. Like, I told her, I was like, girlfriend, I was like, you are in my heart. I'm like, I will never forget you. Like, hello. And you can't get rid of me anyway. So it felt, when she said that, my heart, literally even talking about it, it feels like a thud. That feeling of like an end, a loss, a goodbye. And at the same time, like it was their last day of school. So, there's like that whole like ending feeling, and then they have this summer to look forward to. So they're in that space too of this ending and this new beginning. And I am feeling that way with my entire life. And instead of it being just like a one day end of school, beginning of summer is tomorrow, it's taken this like longer chunk of time. I mean, really, it's our whole life if you think about it. But for me personally, I'm ending a timeline of my old self that was very giving in nature, in service, but not really any to myself. And of course, I would be ending this with me sleeping in a tent so that others can be more comfortable. But I also wanted to pay the mortgage, so hey, it works out. Anyway, so I'm at this place of feeling this ending and this new beginning. I'm getting ready to, after this yoga teacher training, to do some traveling, and I'm very aware that I'm embarking on a new type of trusting travel, meeting someone and other people, of course, that includes me opening up to receive love in ways that I maybe hadn't felt before or had blockers up before to receive in the first place. Every time. Every damn time. Sorry. Anyway, so I feel like, we're coming up on, the summer solstice, which it's all coming together. And, we've got the full moon energy now. I'm feeling it. And with all of that being said, that, like I was saying, how like I've been of service, and now I'm about to like jump off into doing of service things for bigger picture, more people, bigger communities, and also for myself. So I've started like different self-love practices, different rituals that are really integrating this like divine masculine of like the logic and the doing, the deciding to do, and then the divine masculine, which is nurturing and compassionate and loving. And I'm really feeling this integration in practice. So for example, today I did a full body oil and essential oil like massage, like, yeah, that's what I did to myself. Just like rubbed myself down, but like really took time and touched parts of my body that, I would just like put lotion on and be done with it, but actually like touched and massaged and enjoyed this vessel and this skin, because without it, first of all, I would look way different. And also like we would die. Like the skin is such a gift, and I don't want to say that I've taken it for granted, but like I think a lot of us haven't really thoroughly just adored the fact that we have skin. And without it, like really we would be really uncomfortable. Like we couldn't go outside. It would hurt. Yay skin, yay organ. So excited about this organ. Yeah, winners for human, yay. Anyway. And so enjoying this vessel and this skin, and also using this Ayurvedic properties of all these medicines of the oil and the essential oils and things like that. And then I let it sit, and as it absorbed in, and I just was at peace, and was reading some of the Yoga Sutras while I was absorbing. And then I took a shower, and then I went to the day and, went to the school and ran errands, and I'm coming back here to do this before I go to yoga teacher training this afternoon. And I feel like that's where a lot of us are headed, at least me, where I am saying goodbye to this old part of me that, is afraid of being forgotten. Oh yeah, apparently, because that just brought up an emotion. Wow, okay. That was cool to realize that just now. Yeah, in saying goodbye, One of the littles at the school today is going to be going to a different school. And when he shared that with me, I felt so many different ways. I was like super excited for him because I know that this is a really good move for him. And it was his decision. And at the same time, the feelings of like, oh, I'm not going to see you as often. And the ego jumped in. My ego jumped in and felt like, meh, for me, you know, and that's kind of like, you know, with me starting to upcoming travel and experience things, I know that this is where my heart is. And, you know, the fear of being forgotten. And that's just, again, that's just my ego stepping in, which, you know, I think it's adorable. But I just wanted to share all of these experiences that I've had recently and today that hopefully will be of service. And I also feel like it's supporting all this energy that's coming in. You know, it's a divine energy. You know, it's nurturing and compassionate, and it's also decisive and forward moving and creative and something that's never been done before. And I know that for my life, this part of it, I've never done it before. I mean, technically, we haven't ever done this now before, ever. But, like, I feel like so many of us are, like, really stepping into new versions of ourselves that are really new, really trusting, really vulnerable, really open, really unique, and in turn, kind of scary, but not like, oh, I'm afraid I'm not going to do it, but just like the fear of the unknown, really. And I feel like the fear of the unknown is truly the only fear that will ever stop us from doing anything in the first place. Because it's like, well, if I know that going to the dentist is going to hurt, well, I'm not afraid of it. I just know it, you know. But if I don't know, if I've never been to a dentist before and I just know that some stranger's going to put tools and hands in my mouth, that could feel kind of scary because I don't know, is that a hammer? You know, do they have like tiny hands and they're going to put a bunch of them in there? Are they going to have like giant hands and like break my jaw? I don't even know, right? Fear of the unknown. This is where I go in my imagination. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share that the way I'm feeling, this is how I'm feeling this energy. I'm called to being outside last night, and I'll probably do it for the next couple nights. I actually like moon bathed and just stared at the moon, and my eyes, they did something really interesting, and I'll share this because I think it's cool. So I was gazing at the moon last night, and I was like, what do it look like with this eye and this eye? And when I looked at it through my left eye, it was more blurry, and then the right eye was more clear, and I was like, well, that's interesting. So I covered my right eye, and I did alternate nostril breathing while gazing at the moon for, I don't know, a while. And then I switched eyes and did alternate nostril breathing for a while. And then I opened up both eyes and gazed, did the alternate nose breathing. And then I just breathed normally and gazed. Got a lot of downloads, saw a bunch of stuff. And then I went and dropped into my meditation. This is the cool part. So afterward, both of my eyes, I can see like way clearer. Like, I mean, I've already healed my eyes. Like, I used to be the girl that like had to wear glasses and contacts, couldn't see to drive at night. If it was raining at night, like I'd have to like pull over and get help. And now I can see like really well. And today, like I can see, like I can usually see the leaves on the trees now pretty clearly. But now I'm seeing them, not only am I seeing the leaves on the trees from further trees, but I am like not just seeing like the outline of them, but I'm actually seeing more texture, more of a textural difference. I'm seeing how some are more matte and some are more shiny. So healing my eyes even more, because I've always known that we're healers, we're healed, and we're just as unwell as our beliefs lead us to be. So I like to heal myself. So I think eyeballs and eyesight are a really fun thing to have spectacular ones of. So that's what I did last night that led to an amplification of my healed eyeballs so I can see better. So if you want to try it, knock yourself out. It's easy. And yeah, so there's that. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this energy. I'm feeling called to moon bathe, obviously sun bathe, stand on ground barefoot, be in water. I was very called to be in water, like big time. I don't have access to like a salt pool or anything, so I took a bath with salts, and it worked. It did the trick. I got big downloads and had a lot of big connections in that time. So listen to yourself. This is my tidbit, my advice, if you want it, to listen to yourself. Please, first of all, listen to yourself. Like, for real. Like, if you're like, what should I eat? Don't ask anyone. Pause and ask yourself. If you're like, where should I go? Pause. Ask yourself. If your body's hurting, yeah, if you can go to a doctor. And you can also pause, go in your meditation, be still, and ask your body, why are you hurting, kneecap? Like, what is it you want to share with me? Your body, not only is our mind with all the information, our heart, as we know, has all this information. Otherwise, when this little girl said, don't ever forget me, it wouldn't have reacted, right? If I think a thought, I react. Our body, if we go near heat, even if our brain is like, oh, it's okay, it's going to be cold, we'll still react. Our body is intelligent. We are infinite intelligence in body, mind, and spirit. All of them. We're the trifecta. And we have these three aspects, right? And we get to honor each of them individually and as an aligned unit. So, and I think that that's a part of the old stuff that I am ending, is that I would do, brain stuff, body stuff, spiritual stuff. And now I'm cultivating a practice so that it's all honed into one experience for me, so that I can be more of service to the greater whole, more people, more beings everywhere, more of this beautiful earth. So it is a beautiful portal of alignment, and the energy that is coming in with these beautiful sun rays and all the other planets and the way that they're aligned is a reminder from my experience, and this is why I'm sharing it, to pause, listen to yourself, ask yourself what you want, what you need, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, and honor that. Experience it. Experiment with it. I've never done my morning before, and it was so profound that it the rest of the day, y'all don't even know. Talk about easy peasy, like going out and just needing to buy something, and then all of a sudden it's on sale, and then there's a coupon on it, and then I had another coupon, so I got a $50 thing for $5. Stuff like that, just lining up, having art given to me, having food offered to me, love notes of just then hey girl, hey, love notes, but love notes from strange, not really strangers, but people that work in other places, giving me a receipt, but they actually drew a sunshine and rainbows on it for me. And someone may look at this and be like, whatever, you're a dork. That's cool. But those are the things that light me up. Those are the things that bring me so much joy that it makes me want to just cry out of just joy that someone has that much desire and creativity to share that part of their divine expression. And they want to do that for me. It lights me up. So for me, I just keep getting gifts from the universe. And I think it's because I'm loving myself in an aligned way. So I hope that everyone is listening to themselves. And if this resonates for you, awesome. That's what I was hoping for. I hope that this is inspiring to get outside, to Listen to yourself. If you have a challenge and you're like, I don't know how to listen to myself because I've been so programmed to only listen to what mom said, dad said, my partner says, the TV says, then, hit me up. I can help with this. If there's any support that I can offer in your sacred ascension and your up leveling and your amplifying and balancing of your energy and connecting with your higher self, like, holla at your girl. I got you, body, mind, and spirit. The tidbits of them or the collective unit of you. And I feel like every time I'm doing more of my own work, I become more powerful and able to give more and see more. I'm finding that to be fun. So anyway, I hope that everyone is enjoying their now, whatever it is that you're doing and experiencing. Take a deep breath. We're all on this ride together. We've never done it before, ever. And we get to do it together. So thank you for taking the time and watching this. And I hope that you see the rest of your nows through the lens of love and acceptance and compassion and creativity, so that we can walk in this world like this. Dancing people. Okay, that's what I would hope for. Anyway, thank you again, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you. I love you all. Bye.